Okay, let's get it going. Let's roll those arms back nice and big and take them the other way, putting some energy into the upper body, waking up this morning. Reach it up and take it to that squat. Down nice and low. You got it. And take it into reverse lunge. Big stretch back. Good. Deepen those lunges. Nice. And we're going to move into lateral lunges. I really like us to take our time on these to go low and stretch. You have kind of two things going on. You're reaching down. Well, you have three. You're reaching down, you're reaching across, and you're pushing your butt to the back. So lots of areas in that lower body to open up as we get going. All right, we're going to bring it into our single leg reach. So right arm reaching to the left leg, bring it up. Left arm reaching to the right leg, bring it up. Nice and slow each direction. So we use a lot of control right here. Good. Nice. We are going one more each side. And then let's do a few hip circles. So just open up right here to the front, to the back. You got it. Nice. Good. Okay, we're moving into our inchworms. So get at the back of that mat. Be intentional with that forward fold. Stretch out your back and your hamstrings. Walk those hands down, knees or toes for that push-up. Lift your back knee as you take that dragonfly stretch each way. Got it. Walk it back in, and we'll go again. Walk it out. Hit your push-up. When you hit your push-up, go ahead and activate your core. Pull your abs in. It's important that we stay nice and tight in our midsection the whole time. Opening up. Woo! Nice work. Other one, open up. Walk it back in. We're going to do one more. Open up. Bring it back. Other one, open up and bring it back. Good. Just take that upper body and kind of give me an open and close. A big inhale and exhale. I'm going to wait until after our first round of Tabatas to move in. Got one of those hairs right across my face. To move into our more cardio set, because we're going to our back right now. For our first set, we're going to do some chest work. We're going to do 30 seconds. So few more seconds added on in our Tabata set. 30 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. All right, take it to your back. Go ahead and take it to your back, and you're going to start with chest press. All right, so on your back, legs up, right here on the chair, chest press. Here we go, up and down. You got it. Activate your core like I just talked about. Go ahead and tuck those hips under slightly. Pull your abs in, lifting up and down. Woo, 30 seconds to work. We have 10 more to go. On this first set, I'll just alternate chest with some core work. So go ahead and put those weights down. Take your hands right underneath your butt. We have 10 seconds to rest, but if you want to go ahead and start, you can. And now we all start anyway. So legs down and up. And as you lift them up, take your heels to heaven. So down and up with the legs, and then a little lift with the butt. Make sure this is a controlled lift. So we're going down, and then we lift, and we take it down. So if you want to not fall back on your hands, right? Go up and down a little slowly. Awesome. Woo, grab those weights. Moving it to chest fly in your bridge. Bridging up, palms facing each other, open and close. Let's go. Now go ahead, relax the toes, weight on the heels, squeeze the glutes, and then open and close right here. Open and close. You got it. Good. Nice. You have about 12 seconds to go. You're doing awesome. Last one. Go ahead and rest. Put those weights down. And give me a big reach and reach. Reach and reach. Single leg flutter right here. So big flutter, reaching all the way across to the outside of the foot. You got it. Good. 15 seconds. Make sure that it's both a reach across and a lift. A reach across and a lift. Yep. 5 seconds. Oh, nice work. Grab those weights again. We're going to do chest press with that leg lift down and up. So now we're putting our leg lift with our chest press. Leg lift and chest press. You got it. Abs are in. If this is too much on your back, you could do this bent knee option, or you can stay with the legs on a chair. Up to you. Give me a full range of motion. All the way down, all the way up. Nice. You got 6 seconds. Oh, so good. Great job. Not done, but getting close. Okay, on this next one, we're going to go ahead. I just rested my hands for a sec. We're going to go ahead and start that big flutter again and do your chest flies. Big flutter, chest flies. Nice. Abs are in, hips tucked under. At the end of this one, we're going to turn over and go into our dive bombers. So you'll need to put those weights down, flip it over, that high in the air. You can be on your elbows for dolphins if that works better. Otherwise, forehead, nose, chin, chest, tummy, right back up. Forehead, nose, chin, chest, tummy. Give that good stretch. Woo! Awesome. Go ahead and push back when you go into your downward dog. Give it a little push back stretch. You guys are doing great. We have 5 seconds. Woo! Oh, last one. Take your rest. Now we're going to do high plank, low plank, but add the push up every time you're in a high plank. All right, ready? So up on your knee, well, you can be knees or toes. Here we go. So push up and then down, down, up, up, push up. So high plank, low plank, push up. This one is great for your core and your chest. Down, down, up, up, push up. Woo! Last one. Oh, nice work. That's the end of the chest set. So go ahead and bring it up, shake it out. So when we finish a Tabata set, which will be a muscle group work, then we have about 30 seconds to rest, and then we move on. So in 15 seconds, we're going to start focusing on our legs and shoulders. Grab your weights. Grab your weights. You're going to do front lunges if you're okay with them. So lunging front and back to here. Front and back. You got it. Now, if this makes your knees feel uncomfortable, then just take it to reverse lunge. So up to you, you can take it forward or back. And as always, if anything is causing pain in the joints then you don't want to do that. You want to modify with a different exercise. And last one. Good, nice work. Okay, on the next one, we're putting our weights together. We're gonna do squat and overhead press. Ready? Here we go. Squat and press. You got it. And press. So it's a goblet squat, wider than we normally do. And then as we lift, we want to activate those glutes. You got it. Remember, this set is all about legs and shoulders. Last one. Woo! Put those weights down. No weights. We're going to do that halo slam without weights. So reach to the ground, give me a halo. Reach to the ground, give me a halo. This is all about speed. So you don't need a weight in your hand. You do need to give me a good rotation right here so you get the core work as well. Get those hands to the ground by bending the knees more than dropping the shoulders. Deep low squat. Woo! Still working your legs. You got it. Last one. Nice. Grab your weights again. Now we're going to go reverse lunge, front arm lift. So take one leg back, and the moving leg is the arm that you're lifting in front. Let's go. I'll show it from the side. The moving arm, lift in front. Pull those abs in. You got it. Looking good. Woo! Nice. 5 seconds, since we got time for one more. Oh, yeah. Good. Okay, we're going to do lateral lunge, coming to the center, pulling up with both arms. Ready? Here we go. Lateral lunge, pull up. Lateral lunge, upright row. Some exercises for the shoulders also involve the back. Upright row is one of those. You're doing awesome. Woo, keep your shoulders away from your ears. And done. Put your weight down. We're gonna take those speed skaters. I would love for these to be the ones I've been working on where we go over, bend. Okay, let's go, over, bend. So side and drop, side and drop. Get that one-legged squat in for me. If it doesn't challenge your knees too much. Good. Over and bend, over and bend. You got it. Good. Doing awesome. Woo! 10 seconds, maybe a little faster for the last 10, right? Come on, keep going low. Oh, nice. Grab your weights. Still doing shoulders. We're gonna do back of the shoulders. Squat and press back. As you press back, lift those palms. Take your squat, lift. So keep it going. Good. Think of the back of your shoulders. Keep your shoulders away from your ears as you press back. Awesome. Woo! Nice. You got it. Last one. Oh, good work. All right, remember this is legs and shoulders. Put those weights on your shoulders. We're gonna pulse a lunge. Ready? One leg behind, go. Pulse and pulse, pulse and pulse. Now, it's a short one. It's only 30 seconds. So try to deepen. See if you can go a little bit lower right here. You got it. Woo! Nice. You're doing awesome. 5 seconds. Okay, look at your feet. See which one's in front. My left one's in front. Next time I'll do right, but not yet. Put your weights down. We're going to do a straight arm burpee and in a squat. So burpee back and squat and burpee back Kind of good to give 2 squats. Let's go. Burpee back, 2 squats. The second one, you kind of go right into your burpee or do whatever works. It doesn't matter on that. 2 more. Whew. Last one. And then we grab our weights and we do the other leg. Woo. Pick up your weight. Put that other leg in front. Pull back and lunge and pulse. Going. You got it. Good. Nice work. Woo. Beautiful. Keep it going. 10, 9, deepen it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, stand it up. All right. We're going to move right into a deadlift. So weight on both heels. Let's go. This is kind of an active recovery. It won't be too hard. I mean, it is work, but most of us don't have super heavy weights. So it's a bit of a stretch and muscle work for the back of the thighs and the back. Push your butt to the back. Awesome. Woo. All right, stand it up. Take a short breather. On the next one, we're going to do that deadlift with a row and then stand up. Here it is. Deadlift, row. Let's go. Deadlift, row, stand it up. So stay hinged for your complete row, down, up and down, and then stand it up. Woo, you got it. Looking good. I'm a little bit sweaty. How about you? Pull. I'm in my parents' garage. They don't have a ceiling fan in their garage. I'm missing that ceiling fan. But it is in Oklahoma, and it is cooler than Texas, I will say. One more. Woo. And put your weights down. Mountain climbers. Mountain climbers. Ready for it. Hands down, legs back. Let's go. I know that 10 seconds is not very long to transition. Whew, pull and pull. Come on. Nice work. Keep it going. Oh, beautiful. Short stretch back. Grab those weights in front of you. We're going to go back to our knees, hips forward or toes, and row. Alternating row. Let's go. So you can be on your knees on all fours. You can have your hips forward, little extra core work. You can be on your toes. We try to squeeze our glutes and thighs and not have any movement. Whew. Lots of core, lots of back. You got it. Nice. Oh, so good. Okay, we're gonna do a burpee with weights and a reverse fly. So you're here, you jump in, you open up, take it down. Let's go. Take it back, take it in, stay hinged. Weighted burpee. You could always step back like those mountain climber feet. Stay hinged. Keep going. Let me see how we're doing. Take it down. Oh, beautiful. You guys look so good. That's awesome. You have 8 seconds. Couple more. Last one. Woo! Nice. All right, stand it up. Oh, so good. Now we're gonna do fast, alternating rows. So I need you to hinge forward again and pull and pull. Let's go. Pull and pull, pull and pull. You got it. Right here. Woo! Last one in this set except for a cardio. You got it. Come on. Pull back. Strong pull. Nice. Beautiful. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Weights down. Pop squats. Reach opposite hand of foot. Stand it up. Over, up, over, up. reach across the body. Now, how about a reach high in the middle if you're good for it? Woo! Touch the ground by the foot and reach it up. Nice. Woo! Good work. 10 seconds. Come on. Woo! 5 seconds. Last one. Oh, take your 30-second rest. Great time to grab a drink. Wipe some sweat off your face. Maybe that's just me. Oh, you're doing awesome. Woo! Next step. We're going to really focus on legs and core. Grab your weights. About time to start. Take that one leg behind you. Give me that single leg reach again. Stay on the same leg. Now you feel a lot of extra load in the back of that thigh. You got it. You get a lot of core work right here. We're staying on the same leg. Woo! I love to do this unilateral work, whether it's a single leg reach or a lunge or a single leg speed skater. Take a breather. We're going to do the other leg. A lot of times one side of our body just wants to do the bulk of the work. We are keeping that from happening. Balance, strength for our whole body. Abs are in. You got it. Woo! Good. Awesome job. You have time for one more. Make it strong. Good. Put one weight down. One weight down. Okay, we're going to take this one weight, single arm swing, stay on the same arm. Let's go. Same arm, single leg swing. Single arm swing. Good. This is a lot about the back and the core. Now, I want you to put those feet together. Don't hit yourself while you do it. And swing to the outside of the body. Try not to rotate the body right or left as you do it. Try to sit a little further back. Really feel it in the legs. Woo! One more. I'd like us just to transition into alternating swing. This is your rest, active recovery. Maybe we'll call it that. And we're going to go to the other arm. Go. Other arm. Good. You know, these are hip drivers, so the arm isn't really working. It's just holding the weight. Woo! Nice. You have 10 seconds. And take it to the outside. You got it. Go. Narrow squat outside. Woo! Keep it going. Now I want you to bring it back to the center. Alternate your arms, but we're going to go higher. Right up here. It'll probably feel good. You're just floating up to the top. Woo! 8 seconds. You look great. Take a short 10-second break. Now remember that lateral lunge? We're doing it again, except with our one weight, and we're going to loop it over the top. We did these recently. Let's go. Loop over, lateral lunge, big swing, swing out to the side, butt to the back. Woo! You got it. Abs pull in as you stand up. Nice and strong. Right here, 10 seconds. Let's go. Good. Come on. Almost there. Last one. Finish it out. Woo! Beautiful. Okay, we're going to do that reverse lunge with a rotation. We do this in the warm-up a lot without a weight. Now we're just doing it with a weight. I'll show it from the side. we rotate by that front leg. How about you drop your shoulders? Keep your feet about hip width apart. You got it. Nice. So good. Woo! Oh, waist down. We're finished this with jump squats. So up here, down low. If you're not jumping, up on the toes, down. Let's go. Here it is. 30 seconds. Use those arms. Pull them back. Drag your arms behind you, and they'll make you lift up higher, and that'll increase your heart rate. So make the pull back. Whew. Feels good anyway, right? Give yourself a breeze right here. You got it. Woo! 5 seconds. That's the end of that set. 30-second rest. Grab a drink. Maybe watch some sweat. Beautiful. Oh man, hate it when I don't get credit from my watch. She'll be yelling at me today. Not doing enough work. All right. Next set. We gotta hit some arms. So we're gonna start with a balancing right here, tricep kick back. Now you could all start right here, and if you felt good, bring it up. But your focus is gonna be keeping this part of your arm still while you lift the lower arm. All right, got your weights. Take it to one leg back, elbows up, start your kick back. Pull your abs in before you attempt to lift that leg. I'm gonna come check this out. Leg does not have to be high. Those look so good. Switch legs. Bring it in, switch legs. Go. You got it. One may be a little more challenging. We're gonna do a few more. So do 2 more for me. 2 more. You probably saw me fall out of it and you thought you should too, I understand. All right, nice. Okay, stand it up. Upright, 1 more balance move, but bicep curls. Lift that leg. Pull the abs in. Woo! Nice. So strong. Yeah. Love it. Now, y'all, we're going to alternate this whole set, biceps, triceps, and that's going to be tricky. Switch legs, especially if I keep forgetting to switch legs and we have to do extra. Keep going. We'll do 2 more. That ought to be somewhat even. I know. I'm eating up your rest by my forgetfulness. Okay, we're going to overhead triceps sumo squat. Let's go. Down and up. Down and up. You got it. Woo! Legs, arms. Slightly tuck those hips under. Make sure your knees and toes face the same direction as each other. We have time for 1 more. Woo! Low. Oh. Okay, put your weight on your thighs. Hold it here. Now, take 1 hand down at a time. Drop low. Hold the legs. Bicep curl. Go. Woo! That's awesome. Yes, good. Beautiful. Woo! So strong. Yep. We're only halfway there. I was going to say we have 5 seconds. Now we had 15. Now we only have 6. You got it. Oh, okay. Put your weights down. We get 1 without weight. We're going to do 3 pulses and heel flick. Now you can just do a jump. 3, 2, 1, heel flick, or 3, 2, 1, point the toes and jump, or just point the toes. Keep it going. 3 pulses. You always want to land soft. I know this is kind of a crazy one. Woo! You got it. Woo! 10 seconds. Nice. 5 seconds. Woo! Oh, good. Grab your weights. I don't do too many of those that are high impact, but you always have low impact options. Always, always, always. All right. Go into one leg back, overhead, triceps, lunge and lift, lunge and lift. You got it. Good. And lift. Nice. Okay, switch legs. Switch legs. Keep going. You got it. Take it low. You're doing so, so good. Nice. Keep it going. You have 2 more. 2 more. And when you're done with those 2, I want you to come out of your lunge for a sec. Come out of your lunge. All right, we're going to go into reverse lunge bicep curl. Ready? Here it is. Go. Reverse lunge and curl. You got it. Woo! Nice. Take it low, alternating your legs, full range of motion. So try to let them come all the way down. Good. Beautiful. Last one. Oh, so good. Weights down. Now we're going to do 3 pulsing lunges and switch legs. 3, 2, 1, and 3, 2, 1, and 3, 2, 1. So you switch right after 1. You got it. Lower to maybe bigger with your switch. That's up to you. 2, 1, and 3, 2, and 3, 2, 1. Lift 3, 2, 1. Lift 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Nice. Awesome job. Grab, this is your 30-second break to rest, and we will move into our next set, which is going to be a big core focus. I know I've said that a lot, but this one, total core focus with some challenges in the movement patterns of our body. Okay, so we're going to start in a side plank. I want you to be on your elbows. Elbow, hips lifted, bottom knee can be bent or straight. Let's go ahead and get there. So right here, bottom leg bent or straight, top leg in front or on or stack. Side plank, good. Right here, pulling in, lifting those hips. It's tempting to drop the hips. Keep them lifted. Take this top arm, reach it over your head, and pull to your knee. Extend out. If you can, don't rest the leg in between. Just rotate it back like the knee goes up, the knee goes front. The knee goes up, front. 1 more. Woo. Other side. Side plank. Lift it up. Abs are in. Lift and hold. So I guess I had my arm up on the last one. We'll do that for a few. Keep those hips raised. All right, take that arm overhead. Knee up. Knee faces front. Knee up. Faces front. You got it. Woo! Keep the hips lifted. If you need to, bend that bottom knee and keep your hips lifted. I so prefer that over dropping the hips to the ground. You have time for 1 more. Pull and over. Woo! Good. Take it to your forearm plank. So we want our shoulders directly over our elbows. Lift up. Hold. Squeeze the glutes and thighs. Activate. Look at your hands, not at your feet. Look at your hands. Now, staying as tight as you can. Give me a slight hip drop side to side without letting the abs go willy-nilly, right? How about that word? Ooh, side to side, staying tight. Woo, we got it. 1 more. Oh, quick roll over to the back because our arms need a break, right? Okay, we're gonna do a reverse crunch like those heels to heaven, but your legs are bent and you come down. Legs are bent and come down. Lift and lower. Lift. Now on the next one, we're gonna lift and hold. Hold. Now lower down. 4, 3, 2. Oh, do that again. Lift up, lower. 4, 3, 2. We're doing it again. Great job. Lift up, lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn it back over. Woo. Both hands, high plank right here. Shoulders over the wrists. Hold it steady. Now I just want you to rotate up and right back down. Now remember how we talked about squeezing the glutes and thighs before you move? Do that again. So pull, squeeze the glutes and thighs together and pull the abs in. You got it. 10 seconds. You're doing awesome. Woo! Ah, so strong. Oh, yes. Okay, come back down. Lots of side planks right here. We're going elbow side plank again. Elbow side plank. Lifting up, bottom knee bent or straight. Lift up. Now this time, we're gonna take our leg to the front and the knee to the side. To the front, knee to the side. Leg front, pull. You got it. Reach for the toes, elbow to knee. 10 seconds. Keep those hips up. You can bend the bottom knee and do the same thing. I'm showing that. Woo! Oh, we got to go the other side. So good. Other side. Pick your plank. Lift it up. Activate your core. Okay, leg to the front, knee to the side. Leg to the front, knee to the side. You got it. Woo! Good. Oh, so strong. Yes. About to lose my AirPod out of my sweaty ear. That's gross, huh? Yeah. One more, front and side. Oh, I did lose that one. Oh, nice job. All right, that was the last one in that set. Can you believe it? I know, me either. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hold, this is our rest, sort of. We're gonna hold, it's not a rest. Hollow hold, go. Just 30 seconds. Hollow hold right here. So I got my feet and my arms a few inches off of the ground. Woo! Yeah. Oh, good. Grab those legs, pull them in. Come up to a stand, nice and quick for me. And grab your sip of water. We're gonna do one more short step. So, you know, I have some kind of power moves I love to do. One is the snatch, and we're gonna do that. So we're gonna do 5 snatches each arm, 5 snatches. Then we're gonna put those weights together and we're gonna do 10 swings. Then we're just gonna do this little third one will be like it'll feel great. We're gonna do those side bends, side to side, all right? And then we'll come right back to it, snatch and swings, right? So you can follow me. I'm gonna do it all with you, but I'm also going to do it for 3 minutes. So if you wish to just do the 3 minutes, you can totally do that, all right? All right, resetting that timer. So we're gonna start with snatches. Get both weights in front of you. All right, drive from the hips, roll up. 5, there you go. You got it. 5 on each arm. You just switch arms after 5. You're doing great. After that, you're gonna do 10 swings. So if you can, you put your weights together, and you just go for 10 swings. If that's too much to hold, you can do one weight. This is my number 8. I know everybody's pace is a little different on those, so to do yours, then we're just gonna go side bends over and over, reaching down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're gonna go right back to it. We're not taking a break. Whew. This is as many rounds as possible. It's what we call this. Whew. So you take this powerful. You're trying to keep your pace up, challenge you. Whatever challenges you is what I need from you in this strong finisher. I know your body's a little tired, mine too. We have 10 of these. Woo! So good. And then side bends is 10 total. 2, straight to the side. 4, 5, 6. Woo! Okay, get to go right back to snatches. We still have about 1:10 to go. So we're doing great. Woo! Remember, it's 5 each side. Driving from the hips, driving from your posterior chain. Same for a swing. You drive from the back side. Woo! And you do your side bends. We have 30 seconds. Woo, so good. Oh, you're so strong. We have time to start it over. If you just finished, let's alternate our arms because we won't get many in. We only have about 15 seconds, so we're gonna alternate arms if you're starting over. That'll be all you'll have time for. Even up your sides. Woo! Nice, you're done. You're done. That was so good. Great job. Oh, I'm gonna grab a sip of water. Ah, woo, beautiful. Now, we're gonna just do a few stretches together. You might, if you have time, you might hit some extra stretches on your own, would be so good. But our heart rates are still high, so I'd like us to stay standing while we do a calf stretch and a shoulder stretch. So both heels are down, trying to keep my body facing front, not rotating with the shoulders, but giving a gentle pull. Woo, good. All right, switch it out. Nice, pull across. You got it. Awesome job. Good. Okay, after that one, we're gonna just take a big inhale up, and we're gonna take those hands on our hips, just give a little back bend like you might in yoga, and then we're gonna forward fold. Look right between those legs. We won't stay here too long, heart rate's high. Swing right and left. If you're dizzy, you come on up anyway. Good, and some lateral stretches. Pulling over to the side, lifting up, over to the side. Now let's stretch the front of our thighs. We did lots of jumping. Now, if this is too much, you can always hold onto your shoe or rest your foot on something. Also, I know it's hard to balance, switch legs at the end of a workout when you're like, I'm tired. I'm not very centered. Yeah, that's okay. We're coming back to the place of being centered. Saw another news report on how people are just, you know, so stressed out and really struggling with that during this time. We're gonna take our hands behind us and pull back and slightly lift. And you guys are doing the right thing to manage your stress. So super proud of us for that. It is not easy. Let's take a hand in front. Good, pulling back and pulling back. Nice. And why did we have to have the pandemic and the election going on at the same time, right? That's like over the top for stress. Take a big inhale up, exhale down. This time you might have your heart rate lower so you could spend more time looking and deepening your stretch, looking behind your legs. And come on up. All right, it's time. So we'll do one more inhale and exhale. Woo, so good, guys. I'd love for you to unmute.